Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Taylor, and today we're going to be taking a look at an Orange Rockerverb 100 Mark III. With this being the voice of rock month for Orange, we thought we'd take a look at this amp and see if we can get some of that classic rock tone out of it. One of the things that I really enjoy about this amp is the spring reverb. It's really cool because you can dial it in even with a distorted tone and have a pretty cool effect with it. You can get a lot of play with the speakers and it gives you a lot of space. Another cool thing about this amp is it has a built-in attenuator in it. What the attenuator allows you to do is to turn up the master volume to get the saturation out of the power tubes while attenuating the speakers to get a lower overall volume out of the amplifier. That makes sense, right? Yeah. That's a thing it does. Yeah. This amp has the classic Orange sound to it. I reviewed the 8030 a while back, and this amp is on par with that amp in terms of clean tone. Another really interesting feature of this amp is there's a switch in the back that allows you to switch in between using 2 or 4 of the power tubes at a time. There's also a switch up front, and paired between the two, you can control the wattage output of the amp and switch it between 100, 70, 50, and 30 watts. This gives you a lot of control over the headroom of the amp. The amp also features a 2 buffered effects loop, which I don't know what that means, but it sounds really cool, and people seem to be excited about it. So it must be cool, right? One of the things that I really appreciate about this amp is the simplicity of the layout. I said it with the 8030, but it doesn't take much effort to get a good tone out of this amp. You can pretty much plug in and not have to tweak too many things to get a good tone out of it. When I was growing up, I saw a lot of my favorite rock bands using these amps live. The amps were so clean and articulate that they could cut through the sounds of the crowd. And I always wanted to get my hands on one to play it, but I didn't have the opportunity until recently. With all that being said, I'm going to plug into this amp and show you what this thing sounds like. I'll be going through each one of the settings and showing you how each knob shapes the tone. I'm going to start off using the distorted channel. All the settings are at about noon, aside from the volume and the attenuation. The volume is at about 10 o'clock, and the attenuation is at about 2 o'clock. Okay, let's turn up the distortion a little bit and see what that does. Now I'm going to dial in the settings a little bit and see what kind of tone I can get out of it. Throw a little bit of the spring reverb in and show you what I was talking about with how it adds a little bit of depth and space to the mix. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. I'll see you next time.